This is SUNIL. This is basically the part 2 of words. In this, basically, one of the person told that few words basically comes into the client side also. Client side means client itself basically is one word. Client means for one, assume that basically we got one project. So the person who gives the project, that basically is client. But sometime what happens in agile methodology, um Scrum frameworks basically are there, right? In Scrum framework, basically the product owner basically is there. Nowadays, what happens? The other side basically giving the project basically you can't say that he is a client only. It might possible that he might be some other company basically of the current company basically the vendor basically you can say as a company basically who basically do the projects of the client of the current company. For example, I got inventory control system basically, right? I got inventory control system. I assume that basically. So I am basically software developer basically. So sorry, software company development company basically who is going to develop the project basically, right? The person basically A, he actually given me the project. So he is a client. But I thought that basically I don't have the perfect team, so I should give this project to my another the company basically where basically I am basically running one company. Assume that basically that company don't have the perfect resources, but I created few companies, and in that company basically the one of the company basically I selected. So that selected company we can say as a vendor basically. So the one vendor word basically comes like this. So I given the project to another company that is a franchisee company of my company only, and basically developed the project and created the project and basically given the project to the inventory control system client, with that is the A client. So another side basically is a vendor basically who actually delivers the project basically. So this is the vendor basically. Team members basically everybody knows. I am basically running one company. I got one project. Vendor basically is one team member of company basically of that is my company. I am basically company. A is my client. I basically given inventory control system to the another company. That is assume that basically B is the company. B is my vendor basically. He is my vendor basically. So for myself, my company basically he is a vendor. So vendor is going to finish the project and I am going to give the project to the A client. So client is a company. Client is one company also you can say, or one individual person also you can say, who is giving me the task basically to fulfill the task. So according to the proposal, plan, this, that, each and every PMP preparation, everything basically is done. After that basically I have given the task to the vendor basically. The vendor basically is my franchisee company basically. So like this you can say few word basically came franchisee, vendors, client, team member basically is vendor basically is my team basically you can say, and the vendor company basically is creating the project with the help of his people basically, that is his team member basically. Like this also basically you can say basically. So in this Scrum framework basically there are three roles basically. One is product owner is there, then another is a product manager is there, and then the product developer is there basically, who basically is going to Scrum developer basically is given the name as a Scrum developer, and product developer also you can say, who is going to develop the product basically. So if a product basically is created, then he is a Scrum developer or product developer also you can say. So in this second video also basically we saw basically few words which is basically going to use in the IT industry, that is the software industry. In this word basically are used in the management side, in the team, in the software company, in the vendor company, in the working team, working methodology, working in PMP basically you can use these words basically. So in next video basically we are going to see a little bit more about the words.